edition of Old Stonewall Farm. Home with me, the Accidental Country Pastor, and we are not in Vermont, but today we are in Pennsylvania, where my husband and I, we got away for a few days, and we are at this property that is for sale that I wish I had the money for. It is the Kaufman Estate. It was built in the early 1760s. It's over 200 acres, and the entire property is filled with these beautiful houses built in the 18th century, stone houses. I am just in love, and we had to go see it, even though it is beyond our means financially, but it doesn't hurt to dream, to envision, to think about the possibilities. And speaking of dreams, so I wanted to show you some of the outbuildings that are on this property. I wanted to give you a behind the scenes look as I consider all the possibilities that God might be presenting. But while this day today is going to be a shortened time together, it's not going to be any less meaningful, because I'm going to ask you to really hold in your heart your dreams, your hopes. And I'm going to ask you a question. Do you really believe this very moment, this very second, that God is guiding you, God is with you, and all is well? Think about that as we light the candles and we begin our time together. For my friends, this is the day the Lord has made. Let us rejoice and be glad in it. Tell the righteous it will be well with them, for they will enjoy the fruit of their deeds. Do not be anxious about anything, but in everything by prayer and supplication with thanksgiving, let your requests be made known to God. Welcome to this very windy edition of Old Stonewall Farm, and I'm not in Vermont, but I am actually in Pennsylvania, taking a look at this property. It's a little bit out of our reach, but it is something that we have dreamed about. Old stone house, lots of acreage. This is the Kaufman farm, built in the 1760s, and it is filled with a lot of old stone buildings. Again, it's a little bit out of our reach, but you know, it's fun to dream. Speaking about dreams, I had one last night, and I was visited by a bluebird. In fact, the bluebird came and sat on my shoulder and kind of nuzzled me, and it was just so beautiful, the dream. And if you know anything about bluebirds, the symbolism of bluebirds means hope, and sometimes people think that they are angels visiting you. It means that your future is filled with bright hope. A bluebird that visits you in a dream means that the angels are shining upon you, that what you've been carrying around, the burdens, the stress, it's now gone, and there will be peace and happiness. So I had that dream last night, and then this morning we drove here to Pennsylvania to take a look at this property. Again, it is way beyond my means financially, but oh my gosh, it really, it feels like home. And if I could envision some kind of business to generate from this property, I would be here in a heartbeat. But we are here today, and it's going to be a short time together because I am trying to take some downtime. It was my husband's birthday just a few days ago, and we will be lighting the pumpkins with the message. And that brings me to the message this year. The message is one in which I think we all need to hear, one in which we are to be reminded that everything is going to be well in our lives because God is with us. The verse from Isaiah, when there was judgment against Judah and Jerusalem, and God says, do not worry, the righteous will eat the good fruit. Hang in there, all will be well. And I think about Julian of Norwich, a wonderful mystic from the 14th century, who had many visions. And in fact, she wrote several of the visions in her book called Showings, in which she was very, very ill and thought she was going to die. And she had all these visions from God, all these showings. And one of them was, she said, Jesus looked at the sin all around the world. And Jesus, she said, in a loving voice, Jesus said to her, all shall be well. In all things, all shall be well. And so today I leave you with that, this short time together, not at the farm, but at this Kaufman farm from the 1760s that I would love to buy in a heartbeat. I leave you with that thought today, that no matter what is going on in our lives, God is always asking us to live, to dream, and to know that all will be well. The world might seem crazy. It might just seem like everything is falling apart. But my friends, each and every day we wake up, even if it's a windy day like today, God is inviting us to step into a future where we dream, where we hope, where we know that no matter what seems impossible, that no matter what, all will be well. And so, my friends, thank you for joining me ever so briefly here in beautiful Pennsylvania, where I am still looking at this beautiful property. And we are going to now light our pumpkin fest for God with this year's message. So until next week, and it is really chilly too today, until next week, I will see you back in Vermont at the farm. Until then, take care and God bless.
Seas that are shaken and stirred can be calmed and broken from my regard. And through it all, my eyes are on you. And through it all, it is well. And through it all, with me.